All right, everybody. Second subject of week number 1. Now we're going to talk a little bit about close guard. Okay, when that can happen and when it is useful to use close guard in terms of self-defense as well. All right. So let's connect with the last video, right? Let's say Coach Chloe is on the floor now. I took her down. She always want to have her feet facing me, right? When she has her feet facing me, it's easier for her to have a shield to protect her from strikes. She can always block herself, use her knees on her chest. That protects from strikes, from kicks, right? And let's move to the center. And could be a helpful position here to stay safe, right? In this case, if I'm really leaning into her, and if I try to strike hard, it can be quite difficult for her to just stay here and wait for me to stop, right? So what can she do in this case to close the distance is to grab my collars or grab anything, my wrist, whatever it is, and drag me into close guard, okay? Close guard, I like to call it's the base of all the elements that we're gonna work on Jiu-Jitsu moving forward, okay? I like to talk about Jiu-Jitsu, in the aspects of Jiu-Jitsu, and condense them in 5 elements. And those elements, they form a pyramid. The close guard is the first element, and it's the base of that pyramid, okay? Later on, I'm gonna bring back that concept to you guys so it makes sense, okay? Today we're gonna work on how to open up, how to get out of close guard. Like I said, most of our elements of the ground subjects will be approached from the defensive aspect, okay? So what I'm gonna do first here in Jiu-Jitsu with the gi, I'm gonna open my partner's gi, and I'm gonna use my fist on their armpit, okay? Now, mistake that I think people commit here right away is to try to extend their arms right away, okay? That allows my partner to circle their hands underneath my arms, maybe get a collar grip, or that underhook here is not gonna be good for me, okay? So before I do that, I'm gonna drop my head and drop my head on their chest, okay? Once I have this, my elbows will be tight on their body, and then I can start to move back with my legs. Once I move back with my legs, now I can start to extend my arms as I stand up. It's gonna be more natural, okay? So I'm gonna start to stand up with my legs, keep your guard closed, coach. Okay? Once I raise up my legs, now I can stretch my legs. And now I can easily bring one of my legs in between their butt, okay, in between their legs. My right knee in this case. I'm gonna sit down and bring my leg in between. If she still has her guard closed here, which can happen a lot of times, now I can transition my hands to the pants and I can just pop myself out and start to look for guard passes, okay? Today that's all we do on this part. So one more time. Step number 1 here, let's turn the angle. I'm gonna control the arms, the armpits with my collar grips here, and I bring my elbows to the floor and my head down, okay? It's a hard position for my partner on the bottom here to create any space to attack me because I'm very connected to her body. Now I'm gonna move back with my legs, okay? And as I stand up, I can start to extend my arms. And it's a good position because you can take your time as you stand up, okay? So I go, both of my legs are standing. Now I'm gonna bring my left knee in the tailbone, and I'm gonna try to use my knee in between their legs to open the guard. Once my knee is inside, again, if they still have their guard connected, I can easily just start to push back, and then the guard is open. I can start to work on guard passes, right? So we're gonna do a little faster now, different angle. And that's it, okay? Simple as that. That's the end of the second subject of week number 1. Hope you guys like it. Thank you.